Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop.
A wish ritual? Right? Even Paimon...
I didn't believe it. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been... I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing...
His whole bed was filled with...
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of... Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult bridge. If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask her... Well, if it really is true, then just think...
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
On closer inspection, it seems like they're really...
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like...
No, it's...
Hey! What are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me!
Incantation? Are you guys trying...
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity. I mean, I obviously don't. But
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more... People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative... Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit. Look at you now. Trying dubious methods.
Wait. What? This...
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written.
Look, Junkichi. Yes, everyone's saying it's real. It works. But that's only...
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just...
Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine? She's the expert when it comes to both Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happened... Oh? Well?
Well, we were just...
No, not...
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major?
It really is nothing major. I stand by that.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Domon turned him away. Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard, but since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know.
Oh, all right. Then...
About 5 days.
5...
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize...
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your...
well...
Whatever. Let me ask you this.
What? Rumors?
Oh dear. Well, that's too...
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking...
Miko, he seems really desperate. His thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you're...
Okay, fine.
Yay, Miko! So you...
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they're...
Yeah!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight.
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may...
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some... It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist... Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity...
This feels all wrong. But...
All right, let's go. Don't...
Okay, let's follow Yohei. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what...
How strange. My brother's been
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's... But that's not important right now.
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother?
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we...
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find...
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about...
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry.
Huh? Debt collectors? But, it sounds like Yohei and
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a...
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But in the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was
Wait, what?
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that.
Can't catch me!
Hey there, we've come to ask you...
Oh, you mean Shingo and...
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an
Yes, it's true. Wait, so...
We're not here to sign up, but...
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water. Mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple...
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally.
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has...
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, but just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only...
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that?"
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Fine, I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details.
look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
So this is Yohei's brother. Hey, listen!
Woohoo! Can you feel? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for...
Huh? Who?
He stood up!
No, don't come in. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor Yohei. Your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his fight. The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know. But Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect...
But I...
As you wish. It's fine by me if you... But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
Ah! All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. Because I was worried that if he goes back, if that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand...
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something. And then no one... So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep...
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do it.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
It's the spirit.
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we...
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a...
Come on.
He's coming! Be careful!
Think you can get away? You can't run!
Kamisato up. Suiyu!
Punishment! Judgment! Yahoo!
Attaboy!
Over! Cheap tricks!
Who wants some of this? Yeah! Let's roll!
This will end you!
Bam!
You can't run!
Be still.
You win! This.
I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon!
We can talk about it later.
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. I was terrified, and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too...
Thank you, Lady Guji, and thank you for your...
All right, take him to get some rest. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, at this point I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you.
Yes, we understand now.
Thank you, Lady Guji. We'll be on our way.
Miko, would they really have... And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
They would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rats...
So, what?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Ah! Paimon's...
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions.
Huh. Fair enough.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way.
Whew. Well, the main...
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are...
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book?
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantation.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the...
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation.
But who wrote this book? And what do you think, Traveler? Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been...
Lady Yae, I finally...
Kuroda? What?
I'm here to report on Yae Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here.
Let me see. What? We're losing...
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand...
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have...
Things just got serious. A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is an all-round hit. Just what is that supposed to mean? I have to come up with a counterplan.
Huh?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't...
Wait! What just happened?
Nothing's wrong, okay? I'm going to head back and make some preparations.
Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival?
Well, I'll give you a hint.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the...
Oh, wow. Your first guess and... wrong.
Yeah! Wait!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the danger.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's...
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging... I think we're going to have... That's right. How do you get... So what we're going to do is smash our rivals' sales numbers and win... Incidentally, this will also be the best way to
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight... I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork... Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and... I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're...
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big these days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. The only recent book worth mentioning is, not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life.
The key to a successful light novel is when to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artists. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, there's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible.
I'll be honest. I read light novel. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving by contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working... Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different... They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks a... Now then, tell me what you found out. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction...
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's... For example, we know we need an...
Before you can answer that question, take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general, as a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete...
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time... But that would make it a completely different genre than A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here...
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? like a great one! Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first time to the sight of a dragon flying around. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the dragon. Human, let us work together to build... Well, that was an unexpected development. What happened to the grand adventure? What? But that's so
Out of a max, the story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the dragon girl sounds...
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to...
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that...
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep... Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go.
Huh? What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this.
Before it came to what?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their soul.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have... boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and... Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko? Whoop.
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative...
All right, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake... Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? Now, the protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to... With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am... Is this the kind of...
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great... I, for one, think there's a sizable market...
All right, well... Let's just hope Jean...
Great. Well, now Satomi can...
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas? Clearly very closely based on your own personal experience. That's fine. Since it's something that took place in Inazuma. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part of... Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell.
Whoa. So we really go...
I suppose so.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yae Publishing House.